nazizm XX wieku pozwolił na nieskrępowaną działalność ludzi, których dziś nazwalibyśmy psychopatami. Wtedy byli to bohaterowie, elita systemu. Jednym z nich był dr Mendele, postać, która nie mogłaby rozwinąć swoich chorych aspiracji nigdy wcześniej ani nigdy później w tak jawny sposób. Anioł śmierci z Auschwitz. Młody, przystojny, czarujący, a jednak zbrodniarz. Skutki jego medycznych eksperymentów pamięta dziś niewielu ludzi, którzy przeżyli obóz. Ja w Tel Awiwie spotkałam kobietę, której rodzice poznali się właśnie w Auschwitz, a jej matka Polka była osobistą pianistką doktora Mendele. Jaką osobą jest Tamar? Kobieta wychowana przez ludzi, którzy do końca życia zmagali się z posttraumatycznymi przeżyciami? Poznajcie Tamat Ketko.
Okay, we can start.
I cannot drink the coffee.
You can. It's informal, you know. It's not like.
I'll get some foam on my.
So I will tell you if you get your foam on your mouth. No problem.
I'm Tamat Ketko. My youth name is Luboshinsky. Luboshinsky. My parents were from Poland, so I took some Polish at home. My mother talked to me German and Polish, and my father Yiddish. So I know the language. I understand Polish.
Czyli możemy gadać po polsku?
Rozumiem po polsku. Tak. My mother was 15 years old when she lost all her family. So she was put to Auschwitz Birkenau. She could sing very nice. She was very beautiful. She could play the piano. She was very cultural. So they took her to the orchestra of Birkenau, of Auschwitz, to play the piano, and Dr. Mendele took her to be his private pianist. He abused her, and she had to play for him and sing for him. His favorite was Chopin. He had a violin. Sometimes he joined her. And he made all kinds of experiments on her. And until the end of the night, she worked on the Union factory of ammunition in Birkenau. It was a very huge factory of weapons. Union. She worked there as a prisoner. She stayed in Block 2. And then in the mornings she went to the block of experiments of Dr. Mendele. And he did the experiments. She had to play sometimes, not to hear the shouts and the screaming of all the... It's crazy. And she had to play. If she didn't play right, he had a dog. He told her that his dog is very musical. And every time she did, fail with the tune, his dog bite her. She ended the war 23 kilos. And then she walked on the death march on January 45. She walked, January, I don't have to tell you how cold it is in Europe. She walked, and then the Allies just collect all the death march walkers and put them to medical camps in 35. So they took her on some train. Every station they stopped the train and buried all the people who died or were, they were very afraid from catastrophes. They were all with typhus and tuberculosis. So my father was also on that train from another side, and he saw that they took all the Allies, the soldiers took some bodies and to bury them. And then he saw my mother, yes, and she was still alive. And he asked them, why do you want to bury that one? She's alive.
Yeah.
So they said, she is going to die in 1 hour. She's nothing. Miracle. And he said to them, no, but she's still alive. You can't bury a living body. She was nothing. And he pulled her out of this wagon, and that's how they met.
Could you tell me how the story of your family, of your parents, affects you? I mean, in the mentally way.
Every inch of me is affected. Every inch of me, because the Holocaust was inside my life. I was born into it.
Even if you didn't get through it, it wasn't your experience. It was the experience of your parents.
It doesn't matter, because my mother kept playing and singing like she sang for Mendele. This is my first memory. She put me on the piano. Didn't have any money. I didn't have a bed. We didn't have nothing. The only money they just collect is to buy a second-hand piano. And she had some attacks in the middle of the night, and she had to play all the things she had to sing and play for Mendele, and this is my first memory. My mother plays and shouts and crazy and shouts, and I remember doctors come and put some wet towels on her and injections, and my father was also had some attacks in Germany. How they wake me up every morning.
Your parents?
Yeah. Aufstehen, Zeilapel. So they brought it to our life. This is the life. So I was used to live in two worlds. The world at my home and the world outside, at school, with friends. I was very
safe.
Yeah, I was with lots of humor. I played, I sang, I was dancing. I was the queen of the class, and then I came home. Nobody knew what's going on. My parents, you would never believe that they went through Auschwitz.
How it worked? What, in your opinion, what was the...
This is to be a survivor. To be able to build yourself a new identity. It was very difficult to be here, because here, all the people that lived here in Israel, in Palestine, before, they were fighters. They were soldiers. It was war here against the Britons, the Mandat, the English Mandat, and the Arabs.
They were heroes.
They were heroes, and they were strong and healthy and sunburned. It was the opposite of the Polish, Jews, ill, mentally ill, physically ill, not, without muscles, and like,
why do you
they were ashamed with those Jews. They didn't know what to do with this story, with the Holocaust. They didn't know what to do. First of all, most of them didn't believe
that it happened.
Actually, didn't believe. They thought most of them are just crazy. They put them in crazy houses. They didn't believe.
Because you told me that you opened this part of your life 1 year ago.
Yeah.
You haven't spoken about it all your life.
No.
with anybody? Why did you start?
Because my life is like a bullet. You have a bullet in your heart and you put it out, you can die. And I was afraid that if I took it out, this bullet, I just couldn't survive. But on the other side, I felt that if I'm not going to tell about it, I would die. I can't take it anymore. And I think it's because the trigger was my boys, the youngest one joined the army.